Have you ever seen cows putting their heads through bars like this and wondered why they do that? These are called stanchions, and they're really commonly used on dairy farms. Sometimes you'll also hear them called headlocks. These ones are unlocked. Can you see how the bars are movable?
So these bars are open right now. She puts her head in, she lowers it down. When she lowers it down, it opens it like this, and then that way it locks. So it locks shut. They are like this, but they're open for most of the day so that the cows can come and go as they please. But if we need to do, for example, an exam on them when I'm here as a veterinarian, then we can set it to lock. So they voluntarily put their head in, they lower their head down to eat, it closes so they can't back out, so I can perform the exam. This is a really nice example of positive conditioning because they are getting a reward for putting their heads in there. So they're voluntarily putting their heads in there, but they're not in there for very long. And then we unlock it. A lot of times when we unlock it, they stay there because they are comfortable there and they're wanting to eat their food. It's just keeping them from backing out, which is a safety thing for them as well as for us. The other option for restraint would be a chute, and a chute is more stressful because it's not something they do all day, every day on their own. It's something that you have to move them to. So that's an okay option, but for dairy cattle that are used to putting their heads through these bars to eat, this is a really low stress way of restraining them for an exam.
Let's take a closer look at the cows when they're locked in the stanchions.
But then
you can see their head can move up and down and side to side, no problem.
So that we have
just
electronic
meant to be
copies.
stopped from pulling backwards. Now, let's see what happens when we let them go. You can see from the back here, some of these aren't locked, but there's a big group that is locked. And when that handle is pulled, the things at the top lift up, which means the stanchions become unlocked and the bars become freely movable. The cows back out, and now they're free to do what they want. A lot of them are standing right there because they're thinking about going back to get some more snacks.
When the cow lowers her head, this bar closes like this. So you can see this cow, her head is locked in, so she cannot back out. The bars are not tight on her neck at all, but she's locked in. If I wanted to let her go, I could lift this up like this, and I could lift this one up. And allow her to go. I want to go. The point of these is that they're busy eating their food while we can do an exam on them. So she can get out just fine. She knows how to get out, and it's not painful for her.
Check out what it looks like a little closer to the neck. You can see that their bodies are free to move around. The thing that's keeping them from moving side to side is actually the other cows. They are herd animals, and being close to the cows next to them is actually really comforting to them. Throughout the day, the feed that they have pushed away while they were trying to eat it is pushed back up by a push-up tractor or sometimes even a robot, so that they always have fresh feed in front of them, ready for them to eat. Dairy cows in a system like this will spend 3 to 5 hours per day eating. So most of the day, these stanchions are set to unlock so they can come and go as they please. But if it's time for an exam or they need a vaccination or something where they need to be kept still, we can set the gates to lock. They still can eat their food and be comfortable, but they're kept still for their health exam.